That's all of it there. There's loads of stuff coming through. Might be nice if Sherry can share the Miro board. There's lots of stuff here. And I want to stress that this is the source material that we're going to be taking to our next executive meetings. And the other thing I want to stress is that we'd like more people to come along to that and engage with this, because you can see why what's happening there. God, you've done a really good job of bringing some of this this up. There's going to be a lot of bringing this together. And some of you came up with some really good ideas that are good, not just to come and kind of tell us about, but actually there's going to be some need to take on some responsibility to run with some of these ideas, take them on as individuals, something like that, because we can't point to an imagined centre and think somebody else is going to do it. So it's the idea of, yeah, there's some really good stuff here. We'll try to bring all this together somehow, but it'll be the source material for the next executive probably meetings, not one meeting, I think. Yeah, it struck me that there's lots of general things coming out. There was words like intersectoral, the idea of crossing over. I failed in my talk to mention, I was going to say that this is a climate emergency, but it's also an ecological emergency and a humanitarian emergency, and they're all one emergency. So I think that's come through as well, that this is actually intersectoral. We shouldn't look in one corner all the time. Great stuff, great stuff. I don't think there's much. Sherry, is there anything you want to say about what you think you're seeing from it?
Yeah, just a very, very quick one. Just, I mean, obviously, there's an overwhelming amount of stuff here, and I did capture some of the concerns that people brought up through the groups. I just wanted to say, you know, it's so enriching to be part of a group where so much of the focus in the conversational groups was on positive, inspiring ideas. And just as I was listening, you know, as people were speaking, I was feeling so much better, because I was looking at this board during the breakout room time thinking, oh my God, this feels totally overwhelming, which is such an obvious thing that, you know, when we start to look at what's out there. But as you listen to people speak and they tell these stories of these amazing ideas, you can't help but feel, okay, there's things going on. This is great.
Excellent.
Yeah. So thank you.
Yes, excellent stuff. Well, I think that reflects what I was hoping for, actually, because when I gave my starting talk earlier on, I thought this could be awfully depressing and we'll just get a list of concerns. But I think I was summarised before I pass over to Paul by saying that what I hoped is that stressing the scale of the problem won't make us depressed and demotivated. It should make us do the opposite and make us want to demand more. It should make us angry and should make us active and want to do things. So I think that's what we seem to have achieved here. We haven't got a list of worries and isn't it all terrible, it's all going to end soon. We've actually got a list of things that we want to do. And there seems to be that balance between, you know, concepts, thinking, imagining new, imagining better, and actually the practicality of doing. I said earlier in the break, the difference between being a human being and a human doing. So we seem to get that balance quite nicely here. So we'll take this material away, and I hope more of you will join us in the executive meeting and see if we can make some. Sorry?
It's a steering group.
Steering group, that's much better.
Yes.
Why did I think it was an executive?
It's not an executive. So
excellent.
People are very welcome to join us at the steering group, particularly if you feel that you can lead on something.
Yeah, that's the key point. I'm glad it's called a steering group meeting. I've been a member since the start. I should remember, shouldn't I? Anyway, yes, we'd be very keen for other people to join us there. It is very open. So, yeah, that would be great. I think now I can't possibly summarise key points. I said I wouldn't anyway. So I think what I'll do now is say thank you very much, everybody. That was a fantastic engagement.